What's up, everybody? This is DJ Lionhead, and this is the Support Your Boy podcast. We got a returning guest, one of the greatest guests we had as far as in R&B on our podcast. She means so much to the podcast, and I've known her for so long that she inspires me not only to keep going as far as the music, but others.
I appreciate you.
She's one of Stockton's original, one of Stockton's most consistent R&B artists I've ever seen.
You know?
She is the one, the only, motherfucking Payne.
Okay. Big A, not the little one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put my chain on. I ain't put my A chain on because I just I'm momming, so I'm kind of like in mom mode right now, but it's still big PAYNE, do it the best, you know. And Lionhead, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much for what you do for our community as far as independent scene in Northern California, Sacramento. But you know, I lived in Sacramento, but I have I made some great friends and great connections in Sacramento that I always will hold near and dear to my heart. And I always, you know what I'm saying, I show love to my peoples, for real.
There you go. Okay, so let's just start this off with some funny stuff. Some really a funny question. I will say a wild question before we get to the other question.
Here we go.
You ready? Yeah, this is gonna be a wild one. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, A Payne.
Yeah.
Would it be awkward? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
A Payne, would it be awkward if I told you that I play your song Lil Yeah while giving back shots to my wifey?
No, that was the intention.
There you go.
That was, you know, with that, okay, so my latest release, guys, my latest single is called Mean It, but it's actually my debut album. So the last time that I was there was in 2023. I had just dropped my EP, Hammerscape.
Yeah.
But in 2024, I dropped my album, Kulb Sodaa, and that album was so near and dear to my heart. It took me years to piece together stuff that I already had, and I did write some new material, but it was just some songs that I had lost notebooks and phones with the lyrics in it, but I kept remembering the lyrics, and I can't remember shit these days. But that project is very near and dear to my heart, and that particular song, it's just about a situationship, you know. I don't know, you know, we've been married. I've been married almost 5 years now, but prior to marriage, you know, I had little situations. Will arise. You know how shit go. Yeah. But that was the basis of that song, and I just felt like it would be really relatable. Because, you know, I have girlfriends and guy friends, and we've all been through the shit, so
yeah,
you know how it goes.
Yeah, I also know that you have a lot of songs out. Like a lot of.
I would like to think so.
Yeah, you have a lot of singles, albums. Of course, Kulb Sodaa is an awesome album right there. Check that out on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, wherever you get your music. Make sure you go check that out on all platforms.
And make sure you spell it. It's spelled a little funny. Yeah, it's Kulb is KLUB and Soda with 2 A's. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. And you'll find
you got.
Okay. Now, knowing that you have this many songs, the next question I wanted to ask you is, what was the hardest song to finish and why?
On that album, it was called Crazy Things. That's track 7.
Okay.
Lil Yeah is 6, and Crazy Things was the hardest song. I recorded that song a dozen times. I swear. A dozen times. You can ask, I went to different people, different studios. Sometimes I was too high to record it, so it just sounded horrible. But the idea was that the structure was there. Not horrible to someone else, but to me, it wasn't up to par. And that song took a lot for me to record. That song was very hard for me, but I feel like that song was the thing that started to showcase my penmanship as far as a songwriter. I wrote that song in 2018. And I was fresh off a breakup. Hold on.
For those of you who noticed that we're wearing different clothes right now, and and for those who wondering why is Payne wearing a different outfit and have a different background, technical difficulties, but we're gonna move forward to the podcast.
Yes, we're committed to keeping our word and keeping our deadlines, but technology, things like that happen. So we're both. Well, I'm at work right now. I'm in the salon, so if you need appointments, you could always DM me. But I'm at work, and I'm off, but I had to fulfill my obligations.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, so the next question I wanted to ask you, which is, obviously you write your own song.
Yes, correct? I do. Yes.
So, do you see a next stage, like, as far as, I don't know, maybe you already do this stuff, as far as doing hooks and for people, who might want to put you on a song, is there like a way we have to get in contact with you to do it? Let's say if an artist wants to put you on a hook.
Yeah.
Is there like a process to go, or just holler at you?
Well, right now, hooks are for sale. But what I'm saying, hooks are always for sale. But just reach out to me. I work with budgets. I understand. We ain't rich, but I put 100%. I'm 100% self-funded, like many of us are. And if I reach out to, I've paid for services from other artists, and it's just the way of the game. But hooks are definitely for sale.
Okay. Let me ask you this though. This is very close to what you were talking about. Let's say I have an artist who's an R&B artist who can really sing, but she is not there yet in writing where she wants to. Can you take that job of being a songwriter?
Absolutely. That's my goal to write for other artists, because there are records that I would like to hear. I would like to write for men, women, younger ladies, old. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm becoming I am a writer. You know what I'm saying? I've been writing all my life, whether it's poetry, short stories, articles. I write. You know what I'm saying? That's something that it doesn't come naturally. I really put a lot of work into it, and I don't tend to give myself enough credit, but I really take my craft seriously now that I'm older, and you got to let go of the outside noise. So definitely for artists that can sing and isn't that strong writing, I would make a reference track. I would write the song, make a reference track so they know how to format it and things of that nature. If they needed help in the studio, I'm there.
That's dope. So let's just say a sister you didn't know her for singing, but lately she's been trying to sing, and a lot of her homegirls saying, you ain't too bad, you should start singing. Then she showed you, and you're like, okay, you ain't too bad. And say she wants to start to take it serious, right? Mm-hmm. And she's never recorded a song,
right?
And she wrote her first song. Mm-hmm. Can you give her 3 steps on the best way to navigate into the R&B field without having to go through what you had to go through?
The best step, I would say, is just to do it. Nobody's perfect the first time, the second time, the 100th time. There's no such thing as perfection. So once you get it in your mind that you're going to do something, do it. Don't talk yourself out of it, because I've done that for years. Number 2, don't surround yourself with people that will give you constructive criticism and not just completely shoot your shit down, because a lot of times that's why a lot of artists don't bud the way they do. You just basically got to have the confidence of these motherfuckers that's whack, but they own. You know what I'm saying? You have to,
Yeah.
because their confidence is through the roof, which is why their brand is going, you know? And I tend to overthink. I overthink a lot. I listen to my music back 50 million thousand times. And then when other people hear it, for some reason it sounds different. Is that a thing? Is that how you feel too? Or no? Is that just me? Might be just me.
Right.
And the third thing I would just definitely say is stay true to you. Don't make the music. Don't let it make you. Be the artist. Be the artist, whatever you have to do. Just have fun with it. Your intuition will guide you. That's basically what I could say. But as far as like the industry and stuff, don't get caught up in that shit. I'm not an industry nigga. Like, I don't think I ever will be. Yes, I'm in the industry, but I'm not an industry nigga. Like, I'm too real for this shit, man. And I'm okay with that.
I got you. If she asks you, what's one thing that you didn't know that she should look out for, that way you can help her so she don't have to go through one of the bumps you had to go through?
Everybody, it's really, you can't take shit personally, and everybody ain't your friend. And that's okay. It's his business. Yeah. It's not personal. You know what I'm saying? The people that you work with, you do become family over time. But you have to show up for them the way they show up for you. If they're always reliable, you need to match that energy. You know what I'm saying? Because you can mess up a lot of connections by not keeping your word, by not being on time, by not, like, okay, say for instance, case in point, we had a technical difficulty. I had to coordinate it because if we posted that we have this interview, we got to get it done. I mean, life happens, obviously, but we're gonna get this shit done. And that's what I had to learn. Like, you can't just say you're gonna do something, then don't do it, because then you lose credibility. Then you don't get booked for stuff. Then people don't reach. You know what I mean? I've been there where motherfuckers wouldn't fuck with me because I was flaky at the time, but I was going through some life shit and I didn't really communicate. But 9 times out of 10, if you just communicate and the motherfucker's solid, they gonna respect it or they not.
That's true. That is so true. So another thing I want to talk to you about is I do know of several R&B artists, and believe it or not, they're independent artists, but they have no, actually, I wouldn't say no. I would say we don't really get to see the person behind the scenes. I mean, some people I do see on TikTok, but as far as the people that I know closely, there's some people who just are afraid to be themselves online. It looks like you don't have that problem.
It's me, like, shit. I mean, when you see me all glammed up, I put a lot of energy into that. Like, I got kids, I got a job, I got a husband, I got a family, I got real personal things going on. So when not saying I didn't put effort into my look now. I took a shower, washed my ass, and showed up on time to work. Amen.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Can you complete your question? I'm sorry.
But no, I guess what I was saying is that there's a lot of people on, like, for example, TikTok or Instagram, who's scared to show who they really are as a person behind the music.
Right.
And you sound like you have no problem letting people know who you are behind the music. Do you feel that more R&B artists should take that step so they can actually feel more connected to the artist, or it doesn't matter?
For me, it took me years to actually, like, understand, like, you the shit, like, you're an artist. Like, you know, I'm the regular girl next door. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's hard for people to just be themselves on a regular basis. And a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people that I'm trying to remember what we said previously. A lot of people are brands and personalities that do music. And then there's artists that are trying to build a brand that already have personality. Does it make sense? You know what I'm saying? So definitely I have multiple brands. I have my hair brand and I have my music. But in all, it's me, like being creative in whether I'm actually creating art with hair or I'm creating art with music. It's a portrait. It's a canvas. And for me, I have to be the only way I can do what I do is if I'm being authentically me, because it comes across when you're listening to music. You can hear when, at least I can, it's not authentic or you're just doing some shit. You feel me?
Yeah. So, here's like a little bit off basis, but still I'm curious about what's your favorite thing about performing live? Your favorite thing?
Using my nervous energy and seeing how I used to have really bad stage fright, but I enjoy like now it's like more of an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
And I would say that it's more of an adrenaline rush, so I use that energy to give my all. And a lot of times I tune out. I'm not really paying attention to the crowd until I feel like now I'm starting to be able to tune in with the crowd, because I feel like you do want to connect with the people as well, but it takes courage to get your ass on stage and just do you whatever it is.
Yeah. So let's say you're performing a song that's it's like a ballad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you got Payne doing a ballad, and you're getting really into it. You're performing it. You probably performed this a million times. There's a whole new crowd. Your crowd is much bigger now.
Mm-hmm.
So you perform this ballad. You get really into it, and you actually see some. How do you think you can finish that song if you actually see somebody just pass out? Ugh.
Okay, well, you know how things have been going like that in like recent concerts and stuff. First of all, if I see someone pass out, I'm going to stop the show and make sure that they're okay. And if they aren't okay, then they need to get medical attention for sure. That's the priority. But if you just like I really don't care to have Michael Jackson fans. I don't want Michael Jackson. Please stand up, because I'm gonna get nervous and scared, and I'm gonna be, oh my God, get the ambulance. So yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm really loving what you do. I think what you do is awesome. And the fact that to me it correlates with your personality. If anybody pays attention to what she does on TikTok, you know what I mean?
TikTok is me 24/7. I'm shooting this shit all the time.
Yeah. If you're a person who doesn't really know Payne, and you see the glammed up Payne and the great singing, and you're like, oh, she probably stuck up. Looking at her, how glammed up she is. She putting all that on, and then she got that awesome music. She gonna be looking at you like,
That's a misconception, though. People interpret my personality. I feel like I'm a regular girl, but at the same time, don't play with it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, that's why I feel like a lot of artists don't show their true selves, because maybe they don't want to alter or sway the public opinion or whatever, but I'm really me. Payne, yes,
I think that hits harder to them, because behind them, people want to find out, believe it or not, and a lot of artists don't believe this, but people want to know who you are behind the music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hence, that's why I do what I do with Support Your Boy. Mm-hmm. I ask questions to get into the mind of the artist behind the music. Right. We already know the music's dope. Everybody I mess with, even on this podcast, their music is dope. Yours is dope, and a lot of people, you know what I mean? Norm Rockwell's is fire as the motherfucker. That's why I ask him questions behind it, because we know this shit is dope, but are they as dope as their music are behind the music?
Some people are introverted. I consider myself introverted to a certain extent, but I had to learn, like, especially being in the business that I am, like, You got to talk to people. You got to let people know what you're doing and where you can be found.
Right.
You know, and it's just what it is, you know, especially, but I feel like I'm more low key laid back because it's like fame is cool and all, but I just want the money. I just want the money, man.
Exactly.
To do what I love.
I feel that.
I just want the money.
I feel that.
But also, I enjoy what I do. So I don't see myself slowing down or stopping anytime soon. It's a blessing that I'm able to do that. And I'm a little older. But, you know, the whole thing, that's what I love about independent music. Like, there's really no ageism now. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're in your late 20s, 30s, 40s. Shit. Jill Scott didn't get discovered till she was damn near 30. What's her name? Angie Stone. She didn't get her first hit until she was damn near 40, or she was in her 40s. So it's like, you know, if you got it in your heart, do your shit.
Yeah. What's his name? God damn it, the rapper.
Oh, Jelly Roll?
2 Chainz.
Oh
no, 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz got his hit at 37.
Yeah, and Jelly Roll just won his first country music award at 39. So come on now. Let's go.
Yeah. Age don't mean shit.
It don't, you know?
It really don't. But yeah, man, this has been awesome. So, what can we look forward to coming up next as far as music, as far as single or an album? What do we got next?
I'm working on, so I'm still, like I said, this is my debut album, Kulb Sodaa. Club with the K, Soda with 2 A's. I am working on, like, the album giving me cinematic vibes, so be on the lookout for some, you know, Payne the actress. I'm saying I really want to bring those records to life, and I get it. We're in a content age, so I really want to take time to really put together some visuals and really bring that album to life, because that album is it's a masterpiece, and it's really from a genuine place. And it took me so long to process that material, to write it without being angry, like, I hate love, fuck these niggas. Like, I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I really wanted to articulate my emotions and be vulnerable as possible. So yeah.
Is there a new single coming out anytime soon? We're taking a break right now.
No breaks. No, all gas, no breaks. But I'm saying, as far as dropping the records, I want to still focus on promoting Kulb Sodaa, because it's my first album. I've never dropped an album before. I've done 3 EPs and the album, so I have 4 projects under my belt. But I only have 2 projects on digitals and a couple singles and stuff like that. But I want to be more. I tend to like drop and go. Like, it's like, you know, when something is old to you, but it's still new, and I really put so much time into Kulb Sodaa, and I'm definitely going to be promoting it, and pushing it and making visuals and keeping it alive, because I still listen to it every day. Like, if not every day, for sure, a few times a week, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for coming to Support Your Boy podcast.
Absolutely.
Can you please let these people know who may check this out but don't know who you are? Can you let them know where can they find your music, and where can they follow you at? You can find me at A Payne Music on Instagram. That's APAYNEMUSIC. That's my Instagram. Again, I want to appreciate you coming to Support Your Boy podcast. If anybody who may be a fan of A Payne, could y'all do me a favor and go ahead and subscribe to the Support Your Boy podcast